Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Heretic, Shadow of the Serpent Riders, where I've looked into a little bit more into the series. I didn't realize that Heretics, as a franchise, had so many sequels, not to mention in such a short span of time. Like, Heretic 1 came out in 94. Hexen, its spin-off, came out in 95, I think I just read. Hexen 2 in 97, and then Heretic 2 in 98. That is 4 games in one franchise. In, like, 94 to 98, yeah. In 4 years. Less than. Actually, 4 to 5 years. That's a lot of content to be making. But anyway, I digress. Let us return to the story. We have defeated the undead on Earth, but we need to stop them at the source. We need to cut them off. So we went through the portal into hell, and I feel as though this is just kind of expanding my Doom 1 comparisons. Because, like, Doom 1, you start off on Mars, you fight off the invasion on Mars, and you end up going into hell to defeat even more of them. But also, like, very specifically, you fight 2 Barons of Hell as the final boss. And in this game, they expand it to 2 Liches plus a whole bunch of regular enemies. Makes it a little bit more crowded, but also you have items which really kind of simplify your own experience. Anyway, we return to hell. We are now in the Ice Grotto. So apparently, I'd imagine this is going to be very slippery. And there's already a green door beside us. Oh my gosh. It definitely is not particularly easy to maneuver around. And I don't know if it is. It comes across very well in the footage. So, we go at a full run. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better way to demonstrate the slipperiness of the ice. Take that! Excellent. We don't need fireballs thrown at us from the sky. Oh, there's a hooded figure over there. Also, how can all this, all this magma, all of this boiling hot magma exist in the exact same place as all this ice. Although I suppose we are in hell and inside a magical fantasy land. Although, like, the slipperiness definitely makes it a little bit harder to judge, like, strafing in order to dodge these fireballs. And once again, I'm also reminded that there is a very specific thing I do while playing Doom-style games that I don't do in any 3D shooter, regardless of if you're also dealing with projectiles. And I wonder what exactly it is about, like, the Doom-style game that brings it out of me. And that is my inclination to physically attempt to dodge the projectiles that are coming at me in the real world. And part of me, like, wonders, like, well, maybe it's just a length of time. Like, if I play a game too much, get too immersed into it. But I'm barely even playing this game for, like, 5 minutes, and I've already attempted to physically dodge these fireballs that are coming at me. And it's, like, something about the Doom engine. That brings it out. Oh, what is that? Oh, hello. Damn you, hooded figure. Alright, let us save our game. Hello. Oh. I already have this, so... Sirs, I was busy discussing this staff. Which is possibly the health staff over here, which I already have. Oh no, it is the Phoenix Rod. Oh. It's just a straight up rocket launcher. All right. I can get behind that. I'm guessing this doesn't open. Yeah, that's the kind of door that just opens from a switch. You jerk. Huh. An Inferno orb. What did I get out of doing this? Oh. The other side has opened up. Ah. I'm not a fan of the fact that it just pops me directly in front of bad guy. Oh, a green key. Excellent. Oh. The Shadow Sphere. Alright, and then there are still a few more hooded figures over there. But that's fine. Right now, our main goal... Like, look at them, that hooded figure over there. Trying to use his magic. I do like how, like, the usage of his magic, the powering up, like, just causes his robe to just, like, push back as if he's just summoning power throughout. Oh, hello. Somehow I missed you guys. I'm sorry. Or... have doorways opened up that were previously closed. There we go. Ah. Take that. Oh, and then there's a blue key over there. But I'm sure my course of action is just going to be to drop down. I'm sure the enemies that are trying to get me on the ground have maneuvered themselves over there. So let's switch to this side. Nope, get back here. And you, sir... There we go. there's a torch, there's a flying thing. Ah, hello. I must admit that as the amount of enemies increases on screen, like, it does enable the game to be a little bit more exciting. The first episode suffers a lot of training wheels, and I wonder if that's an issue that is affecting, I suppose, to date this episode, the recent Princess Peach game that was released on the Nintendo Switch. Princess Peach's costume thing, I forget what it's called, but the idea is that she would have different costumes that she would switch to, and depending on what she's wearing, it's very much like a Final Fantasy 10-2 scenario. But it seems as though in the Princess Peach's Showtime, every costume change essentially re-establishes the base. Because like the game has a very specific age demographic that it's trying to hit. And it wants to make sure that the people playing it understand the mechanics. I would imagine the demographic it's trying to hit is probably like your kids through teenagers. Probably more towards your kids, especially. Like, imagine, like, your Super Mario demographic, but scale it back a bit. Like, make it even younger, to the point in which this might even be, like, their first platforming game. So, with every costume change, there are, based on what I've read from people who've played the game, there are levels that reset the baseline, spend the time re-establishing the gameplay elements. How do you play the game? Which, it's important for a game that's always kind of changing its base rules. But this means that essentially you're slowing things down over and over again. You're pulling things back. You've built up the excitement, and now you're dialing it back down over and over again, to the point in which you're treading over overly familiar territory. The Last of Us Part 2 has a little bit of the same problem, in which, like, you'll spend the entire game leveling up your character, dealing with more powerful and villains in bigger combinations, and then hello, and then suddenly, like, there's without spoiling anything, I don't know if I have to really worry about spoilers, you find yourself in a situation where you're just playing as a dialed back version of what you've already been doing the whole time. The game just slows down and gives you less options to choose from. And, like, at the beginning of the game, it makes a lot of sense to have a slower, not necessarily more action-packed, but definitely a less chaotic introduction. And I feel as though with the Heretic... See? I wasn't just rambling about Princess Peach for no particularly good reason. I always talk about Princess Peach for very important reasons. Like... But like, that beginning of the game is definitely very slow. And the same can be said in regards to episode 1 of Doom 1. And I mentioned this the other time, is that, like, the first episode of Doom and the first episode of Heretic definitely share commonality in regards to the pacing in its first episode. Though I would say that, at the very least, as we got towards the end of the episode, things got more interesting as they got more chaotic. And as the game carried on to... Oh, hello. To episode 2, it allowed itself to up the enemy count to skip directly to what you would already know as a player. Like, you're not waiting around to learn how to play the game anymore. A bag of holding. See, there's also another... There are a couple more buildings in this area that I could go to. Let's see. Oh, a blue key. I attracted somebody's attention. Ah. Okay, now where was the blue door? Oh, it's right there. I do not trust that eye. That's okay. We will use our flying ability, because it feels like we do lose it if we don't use it. I could be wrong. But hey, at least this might make it a little bit more interesting to watch, because I'm actually using abilities instead of not using them. Oh, hello. No, stop chasing me. Tornado. All right. But yeah, now we've oh, hello. We've already brought back bosses to fight against. And now to the catacombs. I feel like I'm a little bit too well armed with a lot of my... Oh, hello. The yellow key is up there. With all of my armaments. I have too many... Too many bullets. Why, hello. Let's take these guys out with the Dragon Claw. Ah, it's okay. Yeah. Ah, they're fighting amongst themselves. Now is not the time for disparate fighting amongst yourselves. There's a would-be wizard here to destroy your ranks. Oh, hello. Did you float up here with your powers of magic? Also, what does this... A switch. Let's push it and see. Bonus points if you get the reference. Yeah. Ah. So that's what hit me a couple times. Was this guy just kind of sitting there at the bottom of this stone elevator. And what did I get out of it? Just a bag of holding. Gauntlets that I already owned. Small money, small prizes. I don't care. Oh, but there's the yellow door. Why, hello. Let's see where this goes. Probably to the beginning. Oh no, just back up there. Which is convenient because I don't see any stairs. You know, enemies that are below you in Doom-type games are always inconveniently placed. As free look had not been invented yet. Ow. How did you get back there? Ah. Also, what did that... That is some moving water. We will let it take us away. I should probably use this rocket launcher of mine at some point. Just to kind of gauge its ability. And I have too much armor to pick up that. I am too well equipped. Which is always the danger of any of these types of games. Like, are you too well equipped that, like, now you're picking up nothing? Are you too under-equipped and you're constantly running out of ammo? Oh, hello. Thank you. All right. Ah, no, son of a... How does your tornado survive for so long? Even though you are dead. Also, I'm sure that's where I need to go. But I also would like to explore, peek around. Click on some walls, hope for the best. Ah. Ah. Okay, where's this fellow laughing at me from? Oh, oh, I don't need it. A hooded figure while also floating downstream. Not a good combination. Although I suppose that's for any game. Any game that has movement restrictions caused by just standing on very specific ground types. Like, ice in video games has always been a pain in the ass ever since Super Mario Brothers 1? 3? 3, definitely. A mystic urn. Why did the music suddenly shift? Is the mystic urn in my inventory? Okay. What does the mystic urn do? I have no idea. Pressing the button does nothing, so it's contextual to some degree. Okay, I imagine this ground is bad for me. So I'm just gonna do that. Yeah. And I got a new ring of invincibility. And I got a new health staff to complement the one I was already using to fight. Nope, nope. The bad guys I was already fighting. Oh, this is just the beginning of the level. Except, oh, hello. Except this is new. Ah. Another secret is revealed. It feels like there are a lot of secrets in this game that just kind of open up as you progress. And they kind of are like, hey, you happen to backtrack through this area? That was a good idea. Because the new entrance has revealed itself. Still can't pick up that armor. Hello. I'm still figuring out, like, exactly how much damage some of these weapons do, though. Versus the health of the villain I'm fighting. I'm sure this is going to lead me directly to the blue key, and it is. Why is there a... Hold on. I was gonna say, why is there a teleporter there? Oh, okay. Okay, let's not worry about the teleporter. That way we don't have to worry about going all the way back. to the beginning and just finish the level. And enter the labyrinth, which I'm calling a level in a Doom-type game the labyrinth. It's a little bit excessive. Every Doom level is pretty much a labyrinth. Every Doom level is pretty much a maze. It would be like calling your Doom map level, just call it the level. The place of enemies. What would be the most generic Doom map name? Enemy location. Except now at this point, we're leaving actual generic level names and we're entering generic action movie titles, because I'm pretty sure there's probably a movie out there called Enemy Location, starring Steven Seagal. I can't believe it. All of Disparal and all of these undead have come to take over Earth. I'll be taking their necks. Okay, the structure of the level definitely opens itself up to being called a labyrinth, considering the variations in height, and it does a good job utilizing its flying enemy. Like, this is something you wouldn't necessarily be able to do with a lot of just regular enemy types. And considering the size, like in Doom, this would only work with the Lost Soul. Like, all the other flying enemies are simply, like, too big to get around this maze. Whereas here, because you've got the flying bats who have long-range attacks and close-range attacks, you have a point in which you can have both, the player dealing with both types of attacks as they move around the maze. That said, because I'm so well-equipped, like, I don't necessarily feel compelled to explore every nook and cranny that requires me to move around in an extremely specific pattern. Oh, hit it. That was nice and easy. Ah, I cannot pick it up. How many tomes of power do I have? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the game reduces the amount of items you get back down after each level. Like, I haven't really paid attention to it, and I really should. And, like, I can fly, so I could probably circumvent it. Whatever is going on over there. No fighting amongst yourselves. Only die. Ah, nope. Alright, and then now we have the green key. Ah. And I picked up that dragon claw that's over there. Oh. See what I mean? Just doors that open up just because you progressed enough in a very specific manner. Hold on. Oh, this time it's just... Yeah, it's not just art on the wall. I was going to say, that's usually used as a doorway. I do want some more of this ammo, though. And with any luck, the green door, yep, is right over here. Ah! Sneaky son of a bitch. Ah, I was wondering where that was coming from. And then... I feel like I'm making way too many enemies. Were there doorways? Also, that the rocket launcher in this game has a very large kickback. Yeah. Ah. Is that the maximum amount of mace spheres? Oh no, those aren't even mace spheres. What uses mace spheres? I don't have a mace. Alright. One day I will find that missing weapon, and then I will be able to use its spheres. See what I mean? Alright, let us carry on. Let's actually use one of these tomes of power that I have. Oh, these guys. It's been so long. Oh yeah, I did hear this guy's attack. Actually, hold on. I didn't really see what it did with the Tome of Power. Once again, what does the Mystic Urn do? On to the Great Hall. Why is the hall so great? No one can truly say. No one left alive. Oh, hello. They're just out of sight of my ethereal crossbow. That's okay. So what did that do? Oh. That was not a bad baseline there. Ah, a bag of holding. Why, hello. Excellent. We have made that space significantly safer for us when we actually find it. Oh. Also, I wasn't paying attention to the loss of items, and now I can see I only have one Tome of Power. I had 3 tomes at the end of the last level. So there is item resetting going on, which, you know, I understand. Like, if you found yourself just collecting all the items and having every single item you've ever had, like, that would probably lead you to being extremely overpowered, and ultimately I would also say it leads to maybe you using the items less, because you're like, oh, I need to save it for big thing. Which, I don't know if that was necessarily the style of the time, but like, another thing that has kind of come out lately is there is a item in Dragon's Dogma 2. I forget what it's actually called. It's like, I think it's called like the Unyielding Arrow, or the I don't think it's that. Something about, it's an arrow. It's just one arrow. Like the ultimate arrow or something like that. And the item description for it reads, like, this arrow kills most things in one hit. Better make it count, because the game will save after you use it. Like, the fact that it even said, those aren't the exact words, but the gist of it. And the fact that the game even has in its description, oh, you better make this one-use item count, because the game will save after you've used it, and then it's gone. Like, that feeds into that whole idea of, like, collecting items and holding on to them for that one moment. Ooh, an ethereal, a Tome of Power. I should really use it, because I will lose it. Oh, these guys. You know, I've been fighting all of the new bad guys in this, in this second episode, that even, like, seeing these familiar faces from the first episode is a surprise. What did that do? If I was that switch, which I'm not, because I am not a switch. I am a human being. But I don't see what that would have affected. Oh, hello. Alright. We got a whole bunch of paths to go down. Oh, there's one of these. Let's call this guy an imp. This would kind of looks like the classic fantasy version of imp. Ah. This would have been a great place to use a Tome of Power, now that I think about it. What does a... Oh yeah, Chaos Device just teleports me back to the beginning of the level. Unless it does specific things in specific rooms as well, which would be interesting. But I don't know if I'm the one who's going to test that out. Ah, a green key. Oh, hello. All right. Oh, hello. Ah, a health staff I do not need. Oh, hello. Still don't know what that does. Ooh. Yeah. Might as well use it. Might as well turn them all into chickens. And there we go. Damn it. That's not what I intended to do. For some reason, I decided that pressing the enter key was going to open a door, which sounds silly in retrospect, but it made perfect sense at the time. I was hoping I could figure out where the entrance is to that lava area while I still have the capacity for flight. But we might have to worry about that another time. Now... Oh, hello. I was gonna say, I don't remember this area. Or this room having another wall. I still don't have this mace thing. And I don't care about using the time bombs. Like, that just seems like a lot of work to get these things to... A lot of effort. Yeah, I already have this key, so... How do I get to the blue area? Again. Just go this way. There we go. Ah, son of a... That's fine. We can recover. Let's switch to another item that I have extras of. Like the health potion. Excellent. If I hit the enter button on accident, I will lose either nothing or I will gain health. Sir. Very rude of you. Oh, hello. It's Tornado Guy. That's his name. Damn it. Damn it. Your tornadoes are too powerful. Because they interfere with movement. It's not the damage they do. It's the movement interfering. What does the Mystic Urn do? Oh, it probably just refills your health. So how does one get there? So if I was here... Huh. Alright, I got nothing. Unless... No. We'll move on. I'm sure other intrepid souls have discovered all of the secrets, but I have never made that claim. The portals of chaos! So is this the final level of this episode? Alright, let's grab some armor because we can. I was going to say... Oh, hello. Okay, these enemy attacks have finished spinning around me. They have collided into walls ineffectively. Alright, let's switch to a weapon I actually have extra ammo with. Oh, hello, Earn guy. You've earned pain! Why did I call him Earn guy? Tell me, a corpse that I've just killed. Explain to me my own actions. I can hear the sounds of hooded figures. I think ProZD actually already kind of covered, like, the original joke that I had made. I guess it's no longer original, because ProZD already did it. The joke that I had made in the previous video was, like, the idea of, like, what if he's just going around doing his normal things, and then he's like, my favorite flavor of Raisin Bran. But ProZD already did a video, like, imagining, like, if somebody laughed, but their, like, their natural laughter was just maniacal cackling. Like, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. Except with a better joke. Like, there's just certain kinds of laughter that would seem a bit off-putting. Oh, hello. It's you guys. Like, the axe throwers have definitely taken a back seat in episode 2 in favor of the fireball throwers and the spiky slashers. Well, let's grab that, because we can. Oh, this is just the start of the level again. So what are we looking for? Oh, hello. Ah, damn you. You knew I would duck and weave in that very, very specific pattern. Ooh, invincibility ring. And, hold on. Is this usable on you guys? No, okay. I was going to say, like, if you can use the egg on the Minotaur. Oh. Son of a... I guess I can't pick those up while they're flashing? Or at all? Okay, there we go. Tome of Power time. Actually, invulnerability, Tome of Power. Oh, this turns into a flamethrower. I don't know if that's necessarily more or less effective. Okay, that seems pretty effective. Ooh. The mighty Molotors have proved to be no match for you. And as their steaming corpses slide to the ground, you feel a sense of grim satisfaction that they have been destroyed. The gateways which they guarded have opened, revealing what you hope is the way home, but as you step through, mocking laughter rings in your ears. Was some other force controlling the Molotors? Could there be even more horrific beings through this gate? The sweep of a crystal dome overhead, where the sky should be, is certainly not a good sign. Oh, we've gone to Rapture. Good times. Good times. Alright. I think that's where I'm going to stop for now. Next time we will continue the game in the Dome of Disparil. For now, though, got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.